There has been some talk about Alex Pereira's status as the combat sports GOAT because he was a 2-division champion in Glory Kickboxing, and now he's a 2-division champion in the UFC. Where does he rank in terms of all-time great combat sports athletes? Because, I mean, you got guys like Henry Cejudo, obviously an Olympic gold medalist. There's somebody else I'm missing, but I think Alex Pereira is up
Daniel
there.
Cormier.
Top 3. Who?
You have to consider Cormier because
Right.
he's a 2-division champ and also an Olympian.
So where would you rank him?
Geez, I don't know where I would rank him exactly because I'd have to really go back. Because when you're talking about all of combat sports, there's some Muay Thai guys who have like hundreds and hundreds of fights. So it's like, it depends on what the criteria is, but undoubtedly Alex Pereira is top 5. He's probably top 4, and he's probably top 3 even. And we'd really have to break down. We can make a whole video about this, the criteria for what the greatest combat sports athlete means, because, I'm assuming it would be the highest accolade in multiple sports. So he's got a 2-division champ in kickboxing and in MMA. But we'd have to go back because, there's lots of BJJ world champions who became champions and stuff. So definitely top 3. And I don't know if we can already claim him to be the GOAT. But, if he sticks around in the UFC, man, if he defends that belt 2, 3 more times, it won't take much to get him to number 1. It honestly won't.
Right.
And I'd love to see it.
Yep, I agree. There aren't that many that have accomplished what he's accomplished. So I think that he has to be up there in the top 5. I'm not ready to put him at number 1 yet, just because I think he was sort of fast-tracked a little bit to the belt. That's not to knock anything about what he's done, but I think he was fast-tracked to fight Israel Adesanya, and he's capitalized on it. It's like some other guys like Dricus du Plessis. They've had some tougher roads to get to the title shot, having to beat Robert Whittaker, for example. It's like Darren Till, Robert Whittaker. He's knocked out some good dudes. So that being said, really quick, before we go,
I just want one more point on that. Is that if Pereira beats Jamal Hill, who was the former champion, and then he can beat a guy like Magomed Ankalaev, who is a stylistic nightmare for him. Someone who, if he can beat a guy like Ankalaev and take out everyone in the top of the division, then I think you have to put him at number 1 combat sports of all time.
To that point. So it was announced that Ankalaev is going to rematch Johnny Walker after their DQ at 294. I think Yuri should fight Ankalaev or the winner of that fight. And I like that matchup a lot because I think Yuri deserves a chance to go, especially after vacating the shoulder injury. I think he deserves a chance to just have sort of a title eliminator as his next fight. I'd love to see Yuri versus Ankalaev. I think that's a very interesting matchup.
Let me tell you something about Andrew. This is my boy right here. You disrespect him, you're disrespecting me.
Inside fighting. Shout out to Inside Fighting.